Hello! Welcome, comrades, to another episode of my Crisis in the Kremlin Let's Play. This is Northstar. That greeting is, of course, tongue-in-cheek a little bit, but getting in character, I am playing here as the premier of the Soviet Union. While policies can vary based on things like what the traits were of the starting leader. Moving towards something like a people's democracy. Eventually could be useful. Eventually. Right now, I'm bankrupt of political PowerPoints. Got an event, arts liberalization. I didn't realize it cost me a ton of political power. It's not great. I do need to swap ministers. I probably should have done it from the beginning. It's so hard to get light industry up. I should have. You start with the guy who favors heavy industry, which is already well developed. I should have swapped to minister who favors light industry so I could fund this less. Because when things get a lot of funding, corruption tends to be higher. It's a minor optimization, but could allow me to reduce light industry level. I could still leave heavy industry alone because it's still very well developed. No imports. Trying to keep a minimal level of army strength and a high state mechanism. So people say on various threads about this game, it's supposed to be about the average of everything here, which implies that state mechanism is actually a little overfunded. So let's reduce this slightly. It may actually be increasing corruption right now. And increase special services. When I looked at... Where is it? Well, the KGB, it's dropping, so we'll give more funding in the hopes of increasing their loyalty. On the influence map, I do not know. There's some areas that you have to. Indonesia, authoritarian, because of course the free government there was overthrown by the U.S. support coup, and then the Indonesian genocide happened. There's some more underdeveloped Soviet-leaning republics like Tanzania and such. You need to give civil aid, or they'll eventually defect from your side, I believe. I don't know which ones I... Hmm. Where is it? Put that into special service budget. They do help reduce corruption amount of things. And let's go. Political opponents. Your personal advisor offers to deal with competitors who prevent us from coming to power and will continue to interfere with any of our actions in order to strengthen their position. Now my alignment is technically moderates, but favoring more, aligning with those who are more hardliners further to the left here. Just to give you guys a heads up or reminder, your personal advisor offers to deal with competitors who prevent us from coming to power and continue to interfere with any of our actions in order to strengthen our position, discuss, and get the coveted place. We need to show strength. We can't leave the situation as it was before. This would be a bad idea. There's a lot of Stalinists. I'm aligned with the moderates. It's definitely the reformers they should go after, who are incredibly few in number, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Lead the party against Gorbachev. Now that we have become the most significant figure in the political arena of the USSR, we are able to turn around with might and main. Main? What? Supporters of social democratic reforms, so capitalism with welfare system, social democratic as opposed to democratic socialism, which is Gorbachev is like a reformer or liberal in the game. He can be either, depending on interpretation of how loyal he really is to socialism versus wanting to get rid of it. Canonically, I think he's considered to be more reformer side, though. So, anyways, we're defeated or removed from power, and for our main opponent, we're preparing the possibility of sending him to retirement. Cool. Because my PowerPoint's reversed, or what? Why? Left one's not the most loyal. Right one's really upset that I moved our envelopes. Maybe that's got something to do with it. Okay, I guess it wasn't worth it to remove those entirely. Trim the state propaganda budget and reinstitute those. Oh no, you can't. Let's see. Really? Really? Better. Oh, it's because I'm negative on funding. So, trim diplomatic missions. Bring back examples. Generally, you want to trim the biggest pots of money. I think. Really need to either trim light and stir. Sure. There's a minister who helps agriculture, but that's the cost. Can't do anything to my political power, so bad. Let's see. Corruption is costing me 25. Time oil going up. At least mine mobilization is down. A lot of other things are not going in good direction. Law and order. Now luxuries are on the rise. Intellectuals are coming more disloyal. Self-fulfillment is down. Unanimity is non-existent. Agriculture's up to 5. I guess the funding is helping. Bet I could probably trim that budget slightly at this point. Reduce corruption. Fortune plans is down. Army is at strength 6. I think the stronger your army, the more power points you get. So, let's trim the agriculture budget, because I'm pretty sure that's being a lot of corruption. And trim the weapons budget a little. State mechanism slightly further. Now they actually need to increase the law and order budget. Education was probably overfunded. Put a little more into environmental support. I see it's still very well funded. Boom. Boom, and I really need to put a little money away to reduce. I keep having less to play with each month. Should turn this all the way 170. Cool. Can't over-invest in anything. Let's see these kind of funding levels. Yeah, state mechanisms overfunded. That. Boom. Boom. Put a little more into civil technology. Alright. Save. Probably run this right into the ground. Well, maybe a keener mind could have prevented things from collapsing. That is not me. I started with long COVID. Oof, that's not good loyalty. Not always the most top of things. Remove disloyal elements there. Not any political points do anything wrong. Tunisia's not in great shape. Bolivia's actually doing okay. The Congo's getting a little bit tough. This is the part of the Congo that's under the government's control, whereas Zaire is the inner part of the Congo, I think. Congo Zaire. That is historically the US funded a genocide there during the Cold War in this time period. One of the many it did. Okay. Nothing we can do without political power. I think that last thing gave me no choice but to spend the points, but it's problematic. Relations with China are just maintaining, I guess. Fun. Hopefully the budget's in better shape next month. Gold reserves 478. Yeah, because this could have been nice to put power on Gorbachev. Have greatly weakened him now, which is good. To check if this number 478 changes. Pay out loans, but I don't seem to have the ability to take loans. So it's not a great idea. I actually need money in the reserves to weather this crisis. Next event. Too much unused money. Spend it. Really? Give money to reserves. Okay. Works. Boom. Black is on. I think it wasn't auto filling the reserves anymore. Democratic movements in Russia. Unhappy Russian citizens, while being provoked by radical opposition, probably CIA funding, entered the streets with demand of your retirement as a tyrant and totalitarian. You can do this if you have high approval. You probably lose this. Giving more rights to the Republic does increase liberalization, increases their wealth in the long run. You don't even have to use the army a bunch more. Feature, let's get it. This is misspelled. Should probably do one of these. Historically, this became a problem, but I think globalization is low enough. Give more rights to the Russian Republic. Rights to the Union Republics were expanded. Cool. No. That increased the loyalty of all the republics. Okay. Cool. Probably also made liberalization worse. I think that's supposed to be the drawback of that. Yep, but not for much. 4 is probably a reasonable number. Moderate reforms. And the political power is even more in the negative. Gah. What can I do? Fix it. Nothing. Fortunately, maybe you'll get it periodically. Relations are actually improving with the US. Nice KGB loyalty so well. Giving lots of money. Calling in the IRSS here. I think I need to trim money from they're strong, but they're not the most loyal, which is a problem. Budget's 140. It's corruption. Oof. 6. Alright. This is a dangerous situation. Let's do that. Increase that slightly. Of course, I'll make corruption go up. No choice. Campaign against the racism. An urgent message from our Minister of Foreign Affairs. The USA has put economic sanctions on the South African Republic. Should read campaign against apartheid, I think. It's a translation issue. Which still pursues a policy of racial segregation. Should they intervene in other countries' affairs, all the world is waiting for our government's reaction. The US has finally done something about this. Being deeper is probably expensive. Join the sanctions, at least. Good idea. Probably enough at this point. After we had joined sanctions against South Africa, the apartheid regime started to fall. Then their new government declared political amnesty and held free elections.